like to come to the luck of the draw?
Hey, let's go.
Hey everyone, welcome to Luck of the Draw this is at Bowling Green AMS.
Yes, this is at Hobson Grove Park in Bowling Green, Kentucky.
This year, 2019
David
AD.
Sweet. Right on.
We got
Anno Dunn.
That's right, a hotly contested match between Eric Oakley and Paige Pierce.
Let's go, Mark.
Paige is undefeated coming into this. She is.
That's right.
Mark, do you
she
wanna
won the
throw
last
that in my
one,
bag?
so there's only one so far.
But she is still undefeated.
Still undefeated. I am
losing.
here
We
to
got
provide insight into
ADIs,
what the holes
at
are
least.
because I was there. Because you've never played this course, have you?
I have not. I will mostly be here to make fun of the players.
I have also never played this course, but
Sweet.
at least I was there. So we have David here. He's going for a turnover. That's the shape for this hole. It's down there and to the
Paige.
right.
Nice line.
It shapes better for a turnover than a forehand, but they both work. It's a fairly straightforward little
Short.
240-foot shot.
Nice. This looks probably like Moonshine Deputy for Paige.
Definitely.
Pretty nice.
A little bit past the basket.
Yeah,
Take us away,
Eric
Mark.
says short, but come on, it wasn't. Yeah, it's a little early right there.
It's all
It's
right.
not exactly a line you're aiming for, but no worries. You've got Eric Oakley with a Lucid X Felon in your hand, in his hand. So yeah,
Thank you.
we did have Eric mic'd up for part of this, and not mic'd for part of it too. Paige here is about 45 feet out. This is David's drive.
Oh, come on. So hers must have gone like way past, I guess?
Yeah, it was just a straddle putt from like 35. But she thought it would be cooler to make the longer putt
Yeah.
and more in Eric's face. So I think that's why she went
Yeah,
for
that's
that one.
striking fear in the hearts of your competitor.
And of course, she's never one to trash talk. Very humble.
Yeah, that's right. I'm sure she let Eric hear about that.
Mike with a Warden makes good from about 20 feet, and
Deuce,
we're on to hole
deuce.
2. So Eric is getting hardcore carried so far as the putting green. Hole 2 is a 500-foot par 4. The first shot is going to be there's a gap to hit. You're kind of throwing a little hyzer with a mid-range, and then a straight shot from there up to the basket. But if you get like a power flex forehand, you can go for the green off the tee here.
Okay. So Paige is just taking suspect. Nice and clean, easy hyzer. As if she intended to do it.
That's a little bit left, but it's more or less, it's going to be fairly straightforward up and down from there.
Right. And then same partner here for Paige.
Yes, he got his name drawn twice.
Nice. Well done, sir. A little bit tight there.
But that's still not going to be a very bad spot at all. But he was super humble about getting drawn twice too. He was offering to give it up, and Paige was like, "No, there's 18 holes."
Man, that's really cool.
What?
Dude, the tree direct. You love to see it.
He meant to do that. That's a perfect spot. So Oakley is going for the green here.
He's doing that crazy flex forehand you're
This
talking
is
about.
a huge shot. This would be a statement on the
So,
scorecard.
you think pretty low success rate on something like this?
Oh,
like,
100%.
Okay.
I think it's something you hear about somebody doing one time ever.
Yeah. Like in hushed tones.
Mm-hmm.
Lucid X Enforcer. Lucid X Tree.
You got the angle right.
Sorry about your luck, Eric.
So this is from Eric's partner's drive. And you can see they're a little off to the side, but they've still got a line up to the basket.
That was clean.
Hey, good play, dude.
Okay, yeah, so you see it up there on the right side. Reachable, but yeah, 3 is going to be pretty solid here. Pretty much every time. Felon for Oakley. Oh, that's a strong sapling. Is that what they call those?
Yeah.
That's a very small tree.
It was a painful kick for such a
Yes.
small tree.
A little bit
David had
early.
been- we played with David a couple holes before this whole thing started, and he was nailing the hyzer flips.
Nice.
So
Little breeze in their face right there, it looks like.
a little bit.
You see that
Oh.
lift Paige's suspect quite a
Hey,
bit.
hey, put those rings away, dude. Put those rings away. You can't flash 4 rings all the time.
That's the exact same tree that Eric hit.
Yes.
If you're paying attention, there was a concern about snakes over here. In the words of the locals, they know disc golfers. They'll leave you alone.
Right.
Big snakes.
Okay.
And run away. Burn them? I don't know.
I don't think Eric was comfortable.
Let's go, dude. I'm not dude.
That's a great play from right there. So easy to hit one of those small trees right in front of you. Little branches, yeah. That's well executed.
Eric with the short call out of his hand. So this is where Paige's shot ended up. She's
Wow.
about 35 out.
Yeah, as a fighter. Good look.
Just over the top. Gave it a chance.
But yeah, green light here. Paige from a straddle. Come on, dude. Her putter is warm today. She just jams a couple outside the circle to start off.
There's no regard for Eric's feelings.
No.
None at all. So Eric and his partner are tapping in from, it's like about 15 feet.
Yeah. And they're distraught at this point, 100%. Oh, rut row.
No worries. He's got Eric Oakley on his team.
I guess it didn't much matter because they already... Oh, they're playing stroke play,
Yes.
not match play. Okay. Or skins. Yeah.
Eric's taking his time on this one.
Really wants to... Oh, no. Uh-oh. Hands on hips. Frustration.
A little strong on the tap out there.
A little strong.
And so we're moving on to hole 3 here. This shot is, I believe, 240 or 261. It's kind of a blind shot up and over a hill. There is a big forehand line, and Paige has actually drawn that small person there.
Yes.
there were two. It was a family out there. There was a whole family that came out, and two of the brothers were following the cart around, and he has laced this line.
Bro, smooth.
The basket is about 50 right of where he is, but getting through all the trees to an open putt is a great shot on
That
this
was sick. And he's got the V-neck on, which shows that he's very casual. I respect that as well.
straight from the Target catalog. Paige going Marshall.
Yep.
She had the right idea, just a little too much turn. This is Eric's partner here.
She say his name was Isaiah?
I believe
so.
so.
I feel like all Isaiahs are good at disc golf.
You're looking for the next world champion.
Name your child Isaiah.
That's it. I'll make a note of that.
Yes.
Eric's actually going Justice here.
Doesn't even look like a Justice. Oh.
That was a little bit left out of his
Hateful.
hand, and he kicked all the way down to the edge of the road. It was an OB, but still his partner's in a better spot here.
Yeah.
A little bit of a breezy jump putt. Looks like about 80 feet.
Yeah, dude.
Okay.
Carry me.
A forehand approach. Yeah, that's good.
No, man.
He had the power on it. I think he
Solid.
might have gone a little deep, but I think he was trying to make it from there.
Yeah, 100%.
On camera, you're always trying to make it.
That's an ill-advised layup from Eric, whose partner is already... I'm just kidding. That's a long putt to get it all the way there.
Isaiah got it to the basket from about 50 to the right, underneath
Nice.
that tree. And Paige has been jamming him from outside the circle so far.
Sickest putt ever. Dude,
That's-
she's on right now. Holy cow.
Yeah, you're not lying, Eric. She is definitely on.
That was an inch low, maybe?
Yeah. That was slightly over an inch high.
If you find the difference between Paige and that putt,
They're both center. So here's Oakley. Similar distance to his last kind of unfortunate splash out. Oh, no. Okay, that one was worse. Oh, no. The Iron Curtain rejects Oakley. And
he has a remarkably good attitude at this point.
he's smiling, but he's not happy. I think Paige just said your dad just got here for this, so that's funny.
Yeah, he was
Yeah.
in
The highest sodium levels. Very,
Very
very
much so.
salty.
the first few holes here have not been kind to Eric here. This shot here is 266, very downhill. There is an OB road to the right and a few large rocks short of the basket to I don't know, help shape the green here. Paige gets
Sweet.
she was between a forehand and a backhand here. Tickled those branches, ended up
Come on. The perfect tree kick. Must be nice, man. Was that Marshall, you think? Marshall
I
or
think it
Deputy?
was.
Yeah.
I think she was between Marshall and Deputy as well. I think she went for the Marshall there.
Dude, that's the longest forehand that's ever been thrown.
It's a smash for
It's
sure.
unfortunately out of bounds. I believe that path plays out of
Yes.
bounds. But yeah.
That's the same road as the right side. This is
Yeah.
an early tree.
Locals only route.
Oh, trying
Claims
to
the
take
right
the
gap's
local.
a local gap. I don't. Anyway, Eric's got a Lucid X Felon forehand here.
Oh, that's clean.
This is his more seasoned Lucid X Felon, right?
Man, I wish we'd have seen that ace run. Thanks, Eric.
I wish we could have seen it skip because it ended up in the middle of the road.
Oh, seriously?
Like,
Yeah.
Ruh-roh.
Remember you used to play with Hot Wheels? The little jet boosters? It's just like that's what my disc did. picked up speed. He's coming in slow, nice and smooth. Pew! Or Diddy Kong Racing. You let off the gas, get the green boost instead of the purple boost. Who knows about that? Just me?
Eric rolling it back to his childhood real quick.
I've never personally played Diddy Kong Racing.
I have played with Hot Wheels, and they're actually, they don't have jet boosters. It's just little cars.
If anything, it's a small AA battery booster.
That is correct.
I think he skipped off the top of one of those rocks.
Yeah.
No speed boost. No speed boost.
Instead, he just gets
The hits just kind of keep on coming for Oakley here. Sick behind the back. Thinking about throwing it into the field, doesn't.
He's got style.
Oh, dude, hashtag Team Warden here, though. Let's go. I was about to rejoice. Good putt.
Oh,
Oakley
no.
over the top as well. That's no gimme.
Paige here from, or Paige's partner from 30, 25 maybe.
Well, and you have to assume that's just a mercy play there from her partner. Paige has literally never had mercy. She jams another birdie putt. She's going to take another 2 strokes here on Team Oakley. She's going to be leading by 5 after 4.
That's it's not a good sight if you're Eric.
That is correct.
This hole here is 276 feet, and it is very left. It's almost like a not an overstable hyzer. It's almost like an understable hyzer that just flips the whole.
Like hyzer into hyzer.
Yeah, that's how far left you have to be off the tee here. And this is the first of
Oakley, felon.
Oh, that one's pretty. Wow.
Eric's partner is Banniger. He just put their last name on it, but this is the first sighting of him. I think we see him several times.
A few
throughout the
times.
production here.
Gotcha.
Paige has the right idea. That would have gotten far enough left. It just got too high and caught those branches here. Her partner smashed that.
It's a nice shot. I believe I heard her name was Kendra, so
Okay.
well played, Kendra. Wow, little audible razz while throwing. He's unfaltering in his line. It's a good shot.
That was actually Eric's disc too. It's one of the benefits of coming out to these. You get
You throw from their back.
You get a chance to
Nice.
play out from their backs. Yeah.
And we got
So
that putt.
if you're interested in checking out a Lucid X Felon from the man himself.
Yeah, he would know. So what do we have? About 50 here? 50, 60?
At least, I would say.
Oh yeah, pretty long.
It's
And a
quite
little
a-
uphill.
Yes. And they have to kind of flex an ante around this tree here.
That's a good flight. Those are really tough to get all the way there, I feel like, on that uphill Anheuser.
So they don't move as far left or right as you think.
Yes,
But if you're Paige, deputy doesn't matter. Just throw it straight at the basket.
that's right.
It'll always just be straight in.
So this hole looks like one of those that, like, yeah, it's nice to get a 2, but it's kind of tough to get all the way up to the basket.
Yes, it's going to be a 3 for most players. Eric there is ecstatic not to lose a stroke on a hole.
That's right, first time today. I guess second time today. The first hole they pushed.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right, this hole is a very short hole. I'd say just over 200 feet. Oh, not even 196. Just a dead straight putter shot. Fairly tight gap, but you definitely want to finish left.
Yeah, let's go, dude. We said we got another.
Oh, he's back at it.
Banniger's back at it again.
Hugh Bach. Bachbrick.
He's got a little bit of a grip lock there. I couldn't see that one, but we heard it to know it's not what he was looking for. Paige with a
That's
Marshall
a great
here.
angle.
Oh yes. No amount of tree kicks on that one. No tree kicks needed really.
Yeah. When your disc is equally as far away from every tree in the fairway on the way, then that's good. Ooh, this is a good angle.
He's giving a little acer on there.
All day.
Nice. Pretty much our MVP so far, I would say. If you don't count Paige Pierce, of course.
Eric here, I think he pushed just a little bit long. So it was kind of a toss-up between him and his partner here. They're left with about 20 feet.
Stair band, hit band.
Stair band, hit band, he says. Yeah, this is a pro tip. You're going to want to stare below the band, in fact, as Eric Oakley has done very aptly.
Stair band, hit band.
No, dude, it's all good.
It's crazy how that works, though, in disc golf. Great putt by Paige's partner. All right, so you're getting ready to throw down this gap. You look at this tree right before you throw, 100% you hit that tree. Every
100%.
single time.
Every time, yeah. But it's hard to stare at nothing.
It is hard to stare at nothing.
Manager.
Wow, 3 in a row.
This is actually his, I believe his spouse, yes. She had a golden ticket.
Okay, nice.
If you don't know, the golden ticket guarantees you get to play with either Eric or Paige on a hole of your choosing, rather than it just being a random raffle here.
Right. Okay, this is deputy for Paige, and it's drifting right beautifully. Catches one of the late trees, but looks like it's probably inside circle 2, I would assume.
Yes, they ended up pretty close on that shot here. Manager going for the overhand. Didn't quite pan for him there. Eric's going with a flex forehand here.
Ooh, low and penetrating, doing well.
That's unfortunately a little too much power on that one, a little too much glide. He is well past about 50 feet long. I mean, there's that many trees, you don't plan on missing all of them.
Right, I think the camera's fooling us a little bit. This is decently uphill.
Yes.
Oh, wow. Oh, just over the top. Eric just basically asking for a break at this point. He will get none as Paige's team takes another birdie and another stroke.
I think if Paige had thrown the tee shot that Eric did, it would have kicked next to the basket. But given that it's Eric,
More than likely.
unfortunately, it can't. This hole here is a 308-foot, and it's a hyzer, but it's the most hyzer ever. It's
Yeah.
almost a U shape or
Okay.
a J shape. It's way left.
And I believe she said this gentleman's name was David?
Yes, this is the same guy from the first 2 holes.
Yep.
Paige going Lucid X Felon again.
I pulled a little bit right.
We got a chance.
Eric sees the light at the end of the tunnel, if only a very small one.
His partner with the rally cap on.
Oh, they're super rally capped out.
Hey, fairway.
That's 100% a foot fault. I would have called it if I was sitting there, but that's okay.
I think Eric just put a little too much pressure on himself. It's not every
Yeah.
day you get to challenge a world champion there. And I think he's
Take a stroke off of her when you're down by 6 already. So here's a smooth approach from Oakley. Skipping left.
and that ended up a foot from the basket. Maybe.
Nice. He needs it.
You saw how far left that shot is. So from the tee, it's like you almost got to get a jump, skip, and a hop after you land.
Right.
It's an interesting shape for sure.
So Paige's is a little wide of where you want then.
It ended up, I think, in line with the basket. You can see just the top of it in the
Oh,
bushes
okay.
there. Yeah.
Gotcha.
So they will both tap in. Once again, Eric's not losing a stroke. He's not quite as ecstatic about it this time.
They did by a few.
Max Taylor.
Oh, that's you guys.
Banniger's back, and then we got Max for Eric
what's up,
Oakley.
dude?
I believe we have Mrs. Banniger this time as well.
Nice.
This is a 297 uphill shot. Paige is going gatekeeper here. And just laced it.
Come on, dude. Wow, that's a beaut. The gatekeeper is really interesting in that, like, it just likes to hold whatever line you put it on. It's not super duper fast. It's not slow. It's just like what you expect from a mid range. Pretty good, especially when you throw it like Paige does.
Max there had the right idea, just a little bit low,
But sick sunglasses though.
and a mustache.
Yes.
We had a bit of a conversation here. Eric's going EMAC Truth.
Another great choice in that mid range slot, tracking the basket.
I think he ended up just a little bit long.
EMAC Truth.
So Team Paige here for their deuce. She hates it out of her hand. Just low left. All right, Max. If you've ever cared about Eric, oh, he didn't care about Eric.
Not enough. So they ended up, that looks like about 25 feet.
Yep.
So a little bit downhill. Kind of a death putt too.
Whoa,
Oh dear.
that's some lift.
And that carried off the basket.
Oh,
too.
no.
30 long.
Pay them no mind. Eric
Eric,
just
I think,
jams
is about finished losing strokes to Paige. He is he's not interested in doing that any longer.
He should consider gaining some strokes though.
It might be too big of a jump quite yet. We'll see how that goes. This is 297 feet here. The basket is on a pretty good slope to the left, so the turnover is a good shot here because it kind of settles down, or the forehand into the side as long as you play for a little bit of rollback. It's a
Yeah.
good shape too.
It's a beautiful shape by Paige there. Gatekeeper once again, I think.
Yes, sir.
And then, wouldn't you know it, fell in from Oakley.
flashing the chains.
Yeah, that's beautiful.
I unfortunately missed Eric's partner's shot here. I was changing batteries in the camera.
Yeah, dude.
It's all good. Easy deuces.
It was probably parked. as
Probably
well.
so. I think so.
Next hole here, this is 230 feet. This was a blind shot up and over a hill and through a very narrow gap. The basket is through that gap on the right side here. That was Paige's partner there. They turned it over a little bit too much into the ground. Paige is going Marshall here, and she gets a nasty kick to the left.
Yeah. Yeah, you heard her ask or say to herself, turn it over. Ooh. It's a nice looking fly. It just needs to catch a tree to sit.
There's a little bit of a hill on the right side too, so anything that falls into that is going to trickle towards the basket. Eric has that turned over. There's also a Mando on that pole, so you can't go big hyzer.
Gotcha. Eric just kind of laughing that one off instantly. You know those shots where you just miss it, and then it's like, well, that's not going to do anything I want it to. Paige has not thrown one of those shots. She's thrown a perfect forehand approach.
I thought this was really cool. They had just a perfect lane here.
Yeah.
I wonder if this happens to non-world champs.
I don't think so.
Her partner almost threw it in there. You see, Eric was likely also laughing because he knew his partner was 10 feet from the basket with a
Super
solo
parked.
deuce.
You got one.
Eric's he's been on tour for a while. I don't know if he's lost any weight, but he's still very much getting carried.
Yeah, he's definitely going to be in the backpack.
I was down 6, yeah, and I'm down 5 now.
This hole here is 334
I think
feet.
that's
It's
what it is.
down that hill across the clearing and kind of up and to the right. So it shapes well for a forehand or a turnover.
Nice.
All right, down to the bottom.
Robert just got pulled. I dig that.
Rita.
There you go, Austin.
As did Austin. I'm from Austin, so basically this is my hole.
This one goes.
I was not present, unfortunately, so these guys got to play instead.
This is in your honor.
Yes. Ooh, that's an early tree kick, and not the greatest lie from over there. It doesn't look like.
Eric's going forehand raider here.
Yeah, he's been smashing on these.
That's just a little bit early, and it gets a skip off of a branch.
Bury me now, please.
Oh, and that's going to be the same tree for Austin there.
And they
That's
both
tough
hit
stuff.
the tree with a loud noise as well.
Yes.
That almost makes it hurt more.
Yes. And this is, I believe, Moonshine Deputy for Paige.
Yes, and she gets
Wow.
the kick to the right. That's still in the rough, so it's not going to be an easy. Paige is throwing a second here because she's a 4-time world champion, does what she wants. Goes with a forehand defender there, and if that had gotten a skip, that would have been up near the
Money.
basket.
So then Eric goes for another one.
Oh, there it is.
That's
That
a
one.
beaut.
Yes, 100% that
Yeah,
one's parked.
he's loving the Raider for that hyzer into hyzer forehand shot, which is pretty technical.
And Paige here, you see she's very much in the shul. The basket is behind the trees that are on the right side of the frame here. Oh no, it's dead ahead.
That's
I'm
close
sorry.
enough. Go ahead. Oh,
It took them a while to find it, so in there long enough, you get a bit disoriented.
Correct.
Trees. They don't have any way to really run it. They just have to pitch up here. And Eric's partner is in the slickest,
sliding?
worst mud. You see he slid about 6 inches there as he
Yes.
tried to throw that one.
Yes, but I still have respect for him. His name's Robert, and he has Team Warden on his shirt, so I like him. Ooh. Good look for Oakley.
Eric's standing in the way of the camera again. I'm sorry. I'm
Get out of the way, Eric. Gosh.
cleaning up a couple more threes. So Paige maintains a 5-stroke lead over Eric. This hole here is, I believe, 303 feet, and it's a flat release with usually a mid-range and a turnover. This is actually, he's throwing Eric's Raider here,
Nice.
and that's Banniger again. A nice kick to the center of the fairway gives Eric the green light here.
This is kind of tricky, it looks like.
Yes, it's very much technical towards the end. Beautiful hyzer flip fell in there for Eric. He ends up a bit short, but to the right side. He'll have a putt from there.
Turn for him.
Eric's attempting to get into the camera. He was
Yet
climbing
again.
the tree at one point. Paige going gatekeeper again. Just a little too much hyzer. I think as she throws that flat, that's the line she's looking for here.
Yeah.
I really like the atmosphere of this hole.
Yeah.
It's got that almost a rainforest vibe with the canopy and the green all over.
Yeah, this is beautiful.
oh, a little bad.
A little bad, she says. It's a Banninger.
From beside the split tree there, straddle putt, they've got about 25 feet here.
Paige giving a very sarcastic
Paige,
wow.
Make the putt through the gap. Do it.
She was razzing Eric because he didn't go through the gap here, so.
Uh-oh. No way. Oh. I was going to say, if she drained it the first time, that would be pretty funny. But also, if she hit the tree on the way, that would be more funny. Please tell me Eric does that. Come on. Dang it. That was stupid.
I think given his height, he has a little bit of an advantage there. So
Yeah.
you should have made him putt from a knee then.
Ooh, that would have been cool.
Creative tomahawk putt here.
Go down to 5. Is it 5 or 4? Yeah.
This hole is 303 feet here. It's a straight shot that finishes up the hill, so it kind of shapes well for either a forehand or a backhand. There is one jerk tree in the middle, though, that you can tell everyone hits.
Yeah.
There's a new guy.
It's lived a rough life. It has
Yeah.
all those marks in it from a well-worn course here.
That was straight. It was looking good, man.
Yeah, just a little early left there. Not bad. This is Raider for Oakley?
Yes,
Yeah.
sir. Just a little too much hyzer on it. Otherwise, I think that penetrates straight, and that's the shot he's looking for.
I could see forehand feeling better here because of those tight trees on the left side. Like, I would throw backhand just because I mostly throw backhands, but forehand would feel like you have more freedom on kind of the right side of your body.
Mm-hmm. Paige is going convict here.
Oh, yeah. Oh, that tree?
That's the tree.
How interesting that a bunch of people would hit that. Like, it's in the perfect spot. Like, that was a beautiful line.
And you can tell there's so many marks from discs on that tree.
Yeah. The Punisher of Dreams.
Paige and her partner were discussing if they were going to try and make this or just pitch it up underneath the basket.
Ooh, nice little redirection.
Eric's shot here didn't end up as bad as we thought it might. He ended up with about 40 feet or so.
Yeah.
And with his partner underneath the basket, he's got the 100% green light here.
Ooh, oh. Man, those hurt. Those hurt almost the worst. Like, when you hit low, yeah, that hurts because you didn't follow through enough. But when you hit the band, man, that hurts even worse because you followed through just too much.
You think it's in the whole time.
Yeah, that hurts.
This is, I believe, Isaac's brother here. Did not catch what his name was, but he is going with a forehand felon play.
Fell in.
Obviously, Eric Oakley approved.
Yes. Was it Isaiah? Was that his name?
It was definitely Isaiah.
Okay, that's okay. That's good.
He's got the right idea there.
I like it. Man, that T sign is pretty close to where you want to throw. I wonder if that is kind of playing with our competitors' heads at all.
This was a real interesting T-pad, too. It was shaped like a V to where there was a backhand and a forehand.
Okay.
Eric's going forehand Claymore.
Oh, beautiful. Somebody asks if he's a professional.
That was definitely Tina.
Oh, and so the answer is no. Ooh, high turnover for Paige Pierce.
Flashing the chains. A 141-foot hole. You know, everyone was trying to ace this. And they drew 2 partners on this one.
Nice.
Because they had enough people there. They were trying to at least give everyone a chance to play.
Oh, wow. 2 great backhands back to back.
Nice play.
Couple park jobs, though, yeah?
I think if we divided scores by age,
Yeah.
Isaiah and his brother here have some of the best scores on the
Correct.
on tour. Well, they're not on tour,
But, you know.
if they were. Here, I thought he was going to tap out with Paige's disc, and he just sets it.
I think that's what she thought, too. I'm not sure.
She's not used to her putters touching the ground. Usually they just go in the basket.
Just right in the middle.
This shot here is, I believe, 253. It fades to the right, and there's it is kind of down the hill too. So if you sail the basket, you're definitely going pretty far past.
Flex on him. Nice fairway work all day.
Here's going Lucid X Felon here. And that is just pure.
Yeah, it looks like a good shape.
I think it just jumped over the basket, probably grew legs and ran down and down.
Just because you got unlucky once doesn't mean it happens every time, Eric.
It just happens on the first 5 holes.
Yeah, just back to back to back to back to back.
This was also a golden ticket here. Somebody knew exactly who they wanted as their partner, what hole they wanted to play, and what disc to throw on.
Nice. That's awesome.
Paige is going deputy here.
So good. That is so good.
That looked pretty nice there.
This is
So
a
go ahead.
lefty with an EMAC truth.
Oh, nice. So she's going to the moonshine deputy when she wants it to kind of hold that turn slowly but not dive right, and then to the prime with more of a hyzer flip. And that's a pretty beautiful line as well from the lefty.
And he'd been walking with the group the whole time, so that was his
Just waiting.
likely his first throw of the day. I don't know if we heard it there. Paige offered to move her disc so she didn't intimidate Eric from being closer.
Oh, Robert with the team warden jam, helping Eric out a little bit. Definitely going to cover up her disc with some foliage here.
That's weird. It just landed like that.
You thank your partner there.
He cleaned it first. Yeah.
Ooh, nicely done. The solo deuce. Come on.
This next hole here is 249 feet. This one is way down the hill. I believe they're going with 2 partners here as well. This hole does not play 241 feet. It's very much downhill. It's that same hill that the forehand was into. And we have Isaiah's brother. I wish I could have caught his name. He's going with a forehand felon here.
Right, and if you're not great at math, there's 2 holes left, and Eric is down by 4. Oh, that's a beautiful shot. So he's going to need to ace and have Paige Pierce take a 3 or 2 4, whatever combination you'd like. Twice in a row for this to work.
In the words of the kid from Angels in the Outfield, it could happen.
Dude, yeah, anything could happen. Look at that. Thief, low, Anheuser skip to like 35 right. Beautiful.
That's exactly how you draw it up on this
Yes,
hole.
that was awesome. If I was standing there and saw that, I would never throw another shot there. Like, I would always throw that. That was so cool. That's a good shot by Eric. And just off the left side of that tree. That's not bad. That'll be 40-ish. Might have some trees in the way there for Paige's team.
Come on. Yes.
Ooh. But still flying.
Ended up about 25 feet to the right of the basket. Paige is going Marshall here.
Oh, this wind has picked up quite a bit.
It has. It's I believe it's headwind, kind of a left to right. So it's wanting to flip that putter over and push it to the right. Notice it's the same disc that Eric threw. Let's find out who threw it better.
I was about to go.
Oh, it's fine.
Yeah,
You
Paige
don't have
waiting
to-
for the wind to die down
You
just a
can wait.
bit.
Oh, dude, it's so much fun.
Oh, wow, that's smashed.
Oh, no.
So this time, the Marshall battle goes to Oakley.
Yeah, when I said that, I thought she parked it. I must have misremembered. This is from Paige's partner Mark's drive, I believe. They're at about 30 feet. They might be outside the circle. They're around the edge.
Yeah, you can hear that wind coming in pretty strong there. That's going to make any putt just feel that much more difficult.
And people might be hesitant to putt with a deputy in the wind because of the because it's understable. But
Maybe not Paige Pierce, though.
maybe Paige doesn't have any problems with that.
She's such a great straight line putter. Like, her wrist is so good. Just gets the disc flat and it just goes.
She offered to clear it for Eric there. Eric was only about 10 feet to the right. Easy tap in for there too.
Wow, Oh, there's a shot. Needing that to flex just a little bit, but that's beautiful.
This hole plays 295, slightly downhill.
I think Eric just asked him if he eats pressure for breakfast. I like that one a lot, Eric.
It's a good source of iron.
Yes. And that's through one of the branches. That's parked.
I believe this is Eric's team. They did two partners again.
Eric, Spike Heiser, you won't.
Even over out?
So off camera we hear you, Danny, goad him into throwing the Spike Heiser here. At least
I can
to
neither
think
confirm nor
about
deny
it. Yeah.
what's happening.
He called you out.
He's going with a, this is a Lucid Enforcer here.
Yeah, and this is gonna have to be huge.
It's a 295-foot hole. He threw it approximately 500 feet of power.
Yeah. Wow. Skipping just under the pan.
I should caddy for him more often.
You should. You won't. That's the best way to get your the player that you're on the bag for to do what you want to do.
This is Paige's partner here. Going with a forehand.
Seems like it shapes well for a forehand. Less branches out to the left there.
You see Mark again. Mark the MVP on hole 1. Great drive on 17. Again going with the forehand just a little high into those branches.
Paige back to the back. Oh, another practice for Eric Oakley. This is at least one practice stroke here.
I think he just really wanted to throw a forehand.
Yes. So this is Bio Defender for Paige Pierce. 4-shot lead. She's feeling pretty comfortable at this point that she can get in fewer than 6 throws.
So I think she decided to lay up there.
Yeah.
Just securing the win, making sure not to bring that OB into play. Eric challenged Paige to a marshal off.
Nice. Eric throwing this way too hard. That's a goner.
It's approximately 100 feet past the basket.
Yes.
It's inside circle 6.
We heard that's inside circle 6. Funny.
Paige throwing a similar line, just way better. So I believe this is Paige's drive. They're roughly 100 feet from the basket. They've got quite a bit of distance left.
Ooh, that's a good line. Paige certainly going to be aggressive here. Ooh, Eric calling short, almost really before Paige even putted.
Eric ending on a birdie. You know he's got to enjoy that, but he's still unfortunately losing by 3 strokes.
I got you, Paige. It's fine. Deputies.
Oh, no.
Sorry. I got it. No, I got it. Seriously, I got it. Oops, oops. Oh my gosh. They just, oh my gosh. What's happening? Deputies. So weird. So weird.
With the wrist flick. It's just...
Yeah.
I don't got it.
Paige actually helping
got
out
it.
with the event there. Eric, you know, making fun of her with the deputy tosses. But that's going to be it for the luck of the draw at Bowling Green AMS. Thank you guys so much for tuning in and joining us as we see Paige Pierce take her second luck of the draw win.
Yeah, thank you for watching. And remember to subscribe if you haven't already. Hit the bell icon if you haven't done that, if you'd like to get notified when whenever we post those videos. And yeah, thanks for watching.
See ya.